Right, hi guys. Right, today's little video, this is going to be on left turnings. Now, I've done various other videos explaining about the driving test and what you need for your driving test, and also why people fail a driving test. Now, there's lots of different ways you can fail your driving tests. So, yes, I'm a driving instructor. Yes, I'm learning you to drive. But if you don't do these things in the right order for your driving test, there's various things you can pick up point-wise regarding minor points or serious faults, for example. Minor points, you can get 3 repetitive minor faults. So, for example, not checking your mirrors before braking would be a minor point if there's a car behind, because obviously you don't know how far that car is behind before you started braking. So, like I said, there's lots of different ways. So what I'm going to do today, just a little quick video, it's about left turnings. Now, everything is based around mirror signal maneuver, but my little technique is to A, get you talking out loud, but B, to get you to tell yourself what to do approaching the junctions. So basically we're going to do 4 things. We're going to do mirrors, signal, brake and gear, approaching every single turning. Now, if you talk out loud on your driving test, you're talking yourself into a pass here, because you're checking your mirrors. So for example, inside and left. Inside, because that is the actual view of the car behind, so that's what's called flat glass. You've got your side mirrors, what's called curved or convex, gives you a wider field of view but makes things look further away. So if we're turning left, for example, we check the inside, who's behind, how close, and the side one, who's at the side of us, cyclists and mopeds. Doing a right turning, it'll be inside then outside, because obviously some right turnings you have to move out into the middle of the road just before you turn your wheel. You just need to make sure no one's overtaking. Sounds basic, sounds simple, but if you turn that wheel and potentially there's a car there, A, you're going to have a crash on a general everyday life, and B, you've moved a car a change of direction without checking the mirror first. So that would be, for example, a minor fault on a driving test. But if there's anyone there, obviously you're going to have an accident. So by doing these 4 things in the right order, it's like almost like a tick box system, but you're telling yourself how to do it. So it'll be mirrors, then the signal, then the braking, then the gear. Now, the signal is going to be timed correctly. I'm on a road at the moment that has actually got 4 turnings before the one I'm taking. So if I put my signal on any earlier than the last one that I actually want, people are going to think I'm taking that one before. And if there's anyone coming out of that street, they could drive out in front of us, so we could get into a crash and obviously mislead people with our lack of timing on our signal. That's for everyday life. For a driving test, that would be possibly a minor point if there's no one at the junction, or a serious fault and a fail if anyone's coming out that junction, because you're telling them you're taking their turning when you're actually taking the one after. So mirrors, signal, brake, gear. So we're going to get down junction now, do a couple of turnings. I'm going to verbally tell you what I'm going to be doing, and you can verbally talk out loud on driving tests. Now, most instructors won't tell you to do this because A, what you're doing, you're talking yourself into less lessons, so you'll pass quicker, and it's less money for the instructor. Now, I'm not bothered about money, because at the end of the day, I'm bothered about getting you guys passed. Getting you guys passed gives me twice as many clients coming to me from work. So from a business point of view, it's great for me, it's great for you, because you get to pass, and you get to obviously see if you've enjoyed your experience. You pass my name on, and that is why I never advertise, don't need to. I've got great clients like you who I've treated, respected well, and you've enjoyed your lessons and you've referred me on. So let's get on with it, shall we? So we're going to start this now. So the engine started, I've put the clutch down, started it. I'm going to go into first gear. Now, this routine I'm going to use for moving off, I'm going to do a separate video for, but I'm just going to do a quick talk video just to let you know as well. So this is a moving off procedure. Again, if you don't do this the right way, you can actually get points on your driving test for this as well, and possibly get into an incident and crash into someone. So I've gone into first gear, clutch down into first gear, my right foot's on the gas pedal ready to go. I'm looking at my side mirror. I can see a few vehicles coming up. I'm going to float between the inside and the side mirror. I'm looking for a gap in the traffic that's big enough so I don't cause anyone to slow. Now I can see one now, so a quick all around check, checking blind spots. Blind spot 1 to blind spot 2. I'm going to put my signal on because there's a few vehicles around, a little bit of gas, bring my clutch on, checking my mirror as I'm moving away, and a little bit of gas. Now once I get to 10 miles an hour, I'll go into gear 2. So again, I'm going to go through a video for changing gears as well. So I'm going to go to the end of the road. Now my turn is right at the bottom, so I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the road first. So I can see the turnings on the left. Now obviously I don't want to put my signal on first, so I'm not going to go through my checklist yet. I'm going to be checking my mirrors just to see my positioning and also what's going on. Right, so I can see the last turning coming up, and I'm taking the one after. So I'll check my inside, I'll check my left door mirror. As I'm passing this one, I'm going to put my left signal on now. So I've done mirrors, signal. I'm coming off the gas and braking gently. Now I'm going to put my clutch down, and because it's what's called a closed junction where I can't see both ways, I'm going to go into first gear. I'm going to follow the curve to the left, checking once, and twice. I'm even checking 3 times before I go over the double dots, which is a give way. I can see it's completely clear, so there's no reason to stop. So it's a give way junction, means I give way to traffic on that road. And because I crawled up at such a slow pace, I can see it was clear. Taking the next left turning coming up. So again, mirrors, signal, braking. I'm going to go into gear 2 on this one because it's going into a side road. Bring the clutch up all the way, a little bit of light gas just to drive us round, and steering doing the pull push method so we don't cross our arms. Now, going straight to the bottom of the road again, and at the bottom of that road, I can see another left turning. Now, this is a minor to a major, so again, it's a give-way junction. I can't see what's coming both ways, so that guarantees, even from this stage, I will do it in first gear to give me the safest approach and the safest exit out into this main road. So again, 4 things: mirrors, signal, braking. I'm going to say the word gear, so clutch down into gear 1. Follow the curve to the left slightly, looking right, left, right, left. It's a really bad observation on this one, so leaning forward will give me a really good view. Now, I've probably got about 6 checks both ways there. Now, that's the safest way, and I've crawled out literally inches at a time to give myself the maximum observation I can. End of the road again, 4 things. So, as we approach, mirrors, signal, braking. Again, it'll be a first gear 1 because I can't see both ways. So clutch down into gear 1 again while I'm braking lightly. Follow the curve to the left, looking once and twice. Now, I've got parked cars on my left here, so I just need to be very careful. So when I go round them, A, I've got clearance, and B, I'm not going too wide onto the other side of the road. So I'm going to keep it really slow as I go around. Now I can go into gear 2. Now, yes, people do these in gear 2, and they can do them in gear 2, but they won't get as many observations as I've just got in there, which means if they miss something on the first glance, you could get into a crash with someone. So you've got to be really, really careful. So here's my last one I'm going to be doing on left turnings. So again, 4 things: mirrors, signal, braking. As I approach, a couple of car lengths away, clutch down into first gear, follow the curve to the left, checking once, twice, 3 times, still no one there, and I've come out the safest possible way. Now, you know it's the safest possible way because if your passenger feels safe and they're literally sat back, relaxed, your examiner's sat there relaxed, and they're actually feeling more relaxed, where they're actually having a conversation with you, or possibly, let's say it's friends and family, they're on the phone, they're putting 100% trust in you. Mirror, braking. I've got a car who's just come out in front of me, so I've checked my mirror before I'm braking. He's come out, he's giving me a nice flash, nice wave back, saying, no worry, pal. So there's no point getting into an argument with people. When people pull out in front of you, it's down to you and how you respond to it. So doesn't matter what they do, and this is a really good example for driving tests as well. Doesn't matter what other people do on the driving test. When people say, oh, this guy pulled out in front of me, he's made me fail my test. No, he hasn't. You have. It's your response. And if you are not ready, for example, as that road I was just going through there, it was double parked cars, and there was a one-stop shop on the left-hand side there. So what I did is I approached cautiously. I saw a car on the left that had his lights on, and because I went through cautiously, when he pulled out in front of me, it wasn't an emergency stop. It was a control stop. It gave me time to check my mirror. It gave me time to actually slow down and deal with him when he actually did pull out in front of me. And what's the point in getting aggressive with someone like that? There's no point. So it's down to you how you respond to what you see. So it's like your hazard perception on your theory test. It's about you seeing that hazard developing, but if you don't respond to that hazard, for example, the lack of vision, the narrowness of the road, double parked cars, the shop being open, if you don't respond to all them things, then it's you who's not had the right attitude towards driving through that little gap there or whatever it is, and it's down to you that we can't control what other people do, but we can damn well control what we do regarding the control aspect to it. So our response to it, we don't have to get aggressive. We can just literally say, yeah, go on, pal, you go first if it's that important to you, and then we'll go afterwards. And that is exactly what they're looking for on a driving test. They're looking for your response to other drivers. And if you approach with caution, you see that hazard developing, and you are more responsible and ready for it, then do you know what? You're going to be one of the best drivers, and you're going to pass these tests first time as well. So hopefully that helped you on your left turning. So just a quick recap. We did 4 things. We did mirrors, signal, brake and gear. And if we're coming out of a side street, then and you've used limited one side or the other or both, then I would do first gear. It'll give you the maximum observation time, so you've got a chance to check both ways twice. Again, I really hope this helps you, and I look forward to doing the rest of the videos with you. So see you in the next video.